What's up, everybody? It's your boy Lone Wolf Grimm, and welcome to the Lone Wolf Grimm podcast. And I'm doing this podcast on the grounds of Grand Canyon University. And here with me is my guest. Please introduce yourself.
Name's Lam, and I'm his bro right here.
Okay,
Yeah.
Lon. Where you from, Lon?
To be honest, I'm from Vietnam, which is a southeast country in Asia.
Okay.
And I came here about 3 years ago, just for education.
Oh, so you fresh? You freshly to America then?
Yeah, pretty fresh, bro. Like when I first came here, it was literally my first time ever stepped foot in the nation. So
Really?
a lot of culture difference, a lot of story, a lot of I've been through.
Okay.
Mhm.
So what's your where'd you grow up in Vietnam, and what's like the cultural background there?
So Vietnam is a third world country, and where I grew up is you can consider one of the biggest city over there. I
Mhm.
grew up in a city called Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City, which is in the south of Vietnam, and it has a population around like 19 million people. So it's pretty big, I would say. And what was the question?
What's your cultural background?
Oh yeah, it's just like we have a lot of influence by the Chinese because the Chinese kind of like did the whole invasion thing about
Uh-huh.
dated back for like 4,000 years ago. So we share a lot of culture with them. We have Chinese New Year stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's
Cool.
pretty much.
So I got a question for it because I don't know too much about Vietnam other
Mhm.
than like back during the Vietnam Wars.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about. I don't know anything in between. Stand. What are some misconceptions about Vietnam?
I would say a misconceptions people usually have is we're because since we have a lot of similarity to Chinese, most people just think that we're just like a second version of the Chinese, but actually not. We have a totally different kind of personality, people.
Mhm.
Not saying that any bad thing about Chinese, it's just there's a lot of other things more than to us, you know.
Okay.
So
I get it. It's kind of like how you got American countries. You got the United States.
and
You
the
got
Canada,
Puerto Rico.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Okay, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. What would you say is like an important practice or tradition in Vietnam?
I would say for culture wise, like practice of culture wise, we really value New Year Chinese New Year. We call it Lunar New Year. Usually it happens, I would say like in early February. So that's our actual New Year
Uh huh.
instead of like in December, like the first day of January, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And because we have a different calendar for it.
Okay.
So we consider it's like one of like the biggest thing that could happen in a year,
Mm-hmm.
which is a fresh start for everything.
Okay. So I had a question. Oh yeah. So what's the time difference between America and Vietnam?
So right now in Arizona, it's a 14 hours different. For
14
example,
hours.
yeah, right now it's 5 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
In Vietnam, it will be 7 a.m. in the morning.
Dang.
I know. And depends on where you are in the state because the United States is such a big nation.
Mm-hmm.
Time can be different too.
Okay. Do you still got any family out in Vietnam?
Most of my family and friends are actually still there.
Okay.
We just me and my sister came here for school work.
Uh
And
huh.
my sister, she's probably gonna be a citizenship soon.
Okay.
So
Okay.
she's gonna settle down here
That's
in
cool.
Phoenix.
Cool. Is the communication pretty hard trying to talk to friends and family back in
Yes,
Vietnam?
because 14 hours is
Yeah,
a
it's a
big
big
thing.
difference. So it's like you gotta. It's like I get it because I'm from Texas, so it's like we have like the hour, 2 hour difference depending
Yeah.
on like the time zones. But even then, like just that 2 hour difference, it's like right now it's 6 o'clock.
I know.
I called my cousin; he's probably at work right now.
I know.
So I completely relate to that. I just figure like with it being like a really big time difference, I just know it's like man, I gotta either get up really early or be
Yep.
really late.
So what I do with my family is that we actually schedule a time for a week. For
Okay.
example, on Saturday, like today,
Uh huh.
exactly at 11 p.m. or like at 10:30 p.m., I would call my mom and pops, and they would pick up in Vietnam because that's like their free time.
Okay.
So that's how we do it. We have to like settle like a plan for it, not just
Okay.
like on the spot. You miss them, you call them. It's kind of hard to do that.
So what made you choose GCU?
I would say because the big part of it is my sister went here a few years back.
Uh huh.
She did a nursing program here, and she told me like, "Hey, GCU is such a great school. You might as well just come and check it out.
Okay,
And
okay.
then one more thing is a Christian school, so I believe you know um, American culture is like a lot of like I don't say it's all the bad thing, but it could be a lot of bad things.
Mm-hmm.
Drug abuse,
Yeah.
partying, stuff like that. So I would say like being in a Christian school and first time being here, it just allowed me to feel more comfortable.
Okay, okay. What would you say like the difference in food between American food and food from Vietnam?
I would say I would just want to ask you back again. What would you describe as American culture food? What do you guys have? Because a lot of times people say burgers, but that's the Europe. Other
Yeah,
people say pasta, noodles, that's
that's
Italian.
Italian. Yeah.
A lot of people say pizza, that's Italian
I
too.
mean, the
So
only thing I can think of that's like American wise is probably like barbecue.
yeah, barbecue.
That's probably like
I
the
would say
only
yeah,
thing. That's probably like the only thing I can say that's probably like American.
especially when you're from Texas.
Yeah, yeah.
For sure.
Especially me being from Texas, barbecue is like a real big thing out there.
Mhm.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We have like a lot of Latino Americans out there in Texas too, and I love Mexican food just as much as any other food. But I do say like as far as like when it comes to like food based in America, there's no really like originality. Everywhere,
sure.
all the food we have comes from some part of
That's what I'm
different
saying.
country in the world. So
Like it's all influence. It's all here and there. Especially like Chinese American, Mexico American.
yeah,
So I would say for a difference, it's like totally different. There's nothing that's the same here. It's just
yeah,
the two
yeah.
different cultures.
So what are some popular foods out in Vietnam?
I would say we have a lot of good food that has been more popularized by American.
Mm-hmm.
Banh mi is
Ba-
essentially a baguette with meat.
What's the name of it?
Banh mi.
Banh mi.
You know the word baguette?
Yeah.
It's like altered way to say it in a Vietnamese way. So
Oh,
banh mi.
okay, okay.
So it's literally just baguette with meats, different cuts of meat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then the other food is more, you might just hear more is pho. It's basically a soup noodle.
Oh,
Based.
okay. Oh, pho.
Pho.
Oh,
Yeah.
pho. Okay.
Yeah, pho.
I heard of pho. I never had it.
It's really good. I think you would love it because it's like this meat, really warm broth,
Mm-hmm.
good food, nutritious, have everything, meats, carbs, herbs. It's a flavorful pack, bro. It's like a rocket of flavorful.
Yeah. Okay. So another question before we move on to the next topic. It's the same thing about food. Have you seen any like authentic authentic
Authentic.
yeah, authentic Vietnam food out here?
Yes.
Vietnam
So
restaurants out here.
actually, near campus, there's a Vietnamese shops named Pha Tan.
For
It's,
time?
yeah, it's owned by a Vietnamese, by a Viet family, and they actually bring the whole recipe from Vietnam,
Mm-hmm.
and they came here about like 10 years ago,
Okay.
and it's like one of the more popular Vietnamese restaurants we have here.
And is here on campus?
Not on campus,
Near campus. Okay,
near
okay.
campus.
I'm about to check that out because I like to. One big thing, I'm a fat guy, so I love food, and especially if it's like people tell me like a certain restaurant
Yeah.
is good, I'm gonna go try it out just
Yeah.
to taste it out for myself.
Yeah.
I think one of the spots, one of the like authentic like out of America spots I've been to in my life was a spot called My Line.
Okay.
It's a Korean spot back home.
Okay.
Oh, I love it.
You love
I
that?
love that.
Korean food is awesome too.
I love it.
Korean
That was
food, bro.
like about I think it was like towards like 2-3 years ago was the first time I had it because a buddy of mine we was working out before we decided to join the military,
Okay.
and he was like, "Bro, you ever been to My Line?" I was like, "Nah, what's that?" He was like, "Bro, it's this Korean spot, bro. It's like super good. You got to check it out." So I was like, "All right, bet we go there. I get like some fried rice, but they didn't cook it in oil. They cook it in something different, like vegetable oil, something like
Okay.
that. But it wasn't just like American oil. That's all fatty and stuff. I had their egg rolls. Their egg rolls were fantastic. I love their
Nice.
egg rolls. So yeah, I always want to go, visit like authentic, out of country restaurants because there's nothing more knowledge than eating food and learning about different
Sure,
cultures.
bro. For sure.
All right. How does your culture view like family or gender?
As society develop, equalities come to the equations. Now we have gender equality.
Okay,
Even
okay.
women back then, maybe I would say like 100 years ago. Always the father is like the breadwinner. They always like go to work.
Okay, so like
Do all
any
the
other,
jobs.
like mostly every other country in the
Mhm.
in the world, when they have the man being the breadwinner, and the women sit home and they work. Okay,
But I would say like that's 100 years ago. Nowadays,
yeah,
it's all about equality. Both
okay,
mom and
okay,
dad can work. We treat them equally.
hmm,
Respect women, love them, stuff like that. So
okay, okay.
I would say it's pretty like modernized.
So what is like? How is it like when it comes to like people from outside of Vietnam, like tourists and stuff like that?
We actually thrive on tourists. A lot of our GDPs come from having foreigner come and hang out with us. We
Okay,
have
okay.
we offer like a great variety of range of service. I would say
Mm-hmm.
many good beaches so that a lot of like Westerner they come year round. We can swim and enjoy the sea.
Okay, okay.
Good food and affordable is another thing. So for someone who's like a foodie, you want to try good seafood.
Yeah.
Vietnam is an awesome place because we have the whole border of our nations
Uh
is
huh.
covered with sea, so that a lot of seafood.
Oh, okay. I ain't really been too big on seafood, but I do love some type of seafood like shrimps,
You
lobsters.
like seafood bowl stuff like that.
I love a seafood bowl.
Oh
I
yeah,
love me a good seafood.
yes,
Uh,
always have
yeah,
always yes
seafood
sir.
bowls are really good, especially when you add ramen in with everything.
Mhm.
And speaking of, is ramen like a big thing in Vietnam?
Not ramen, but noodle are.
No.
Ramen is a traditional food from Japan.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
but most Asian country we all have like a
No,
variations of
no, like
noodles
your
here.
own noodle base. Okay, okay.
Mhm.
That's what's up. That's hard.
For sure though.
What's considered respectful or disrespectful about you?
Let's talk about respectful first. I feel
Okay,
like it was always about giving back, respect the people that help you from the
okay,
start.
okay.
It's like, they help you when you were had nothing. So right now when you made it to the top,
Hmm.
you must it's not like you must, but you should repay them with some
It's
sort of
kind. It's like it's like a common courtesy thing.
common courtesy. Yeah.
Okay, okay. That's fair. That's respectful. I like that. I like
Uh for disrespectful, I would say just being um arrogant, like have a high ego,
that.
just being bright about anything.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
ain't willing to learn.
Mhm.
Okay,
We
okay.
kind of like not tolerate that too much over here, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. It's a lot of egos in this country, which is
I
I
mean, I don't have a thing against it because have egos meaning that like you have like a a trust in yourself basically to do
right.
great things. But like sometimes
You
you have
always
to
got
draw
to
a
be willing
line
to
to that.
learn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have to draw a line to that.
I always say you don't know what you don't know. You
Mhm.
know everything until you don't know something.
That's true.
And if you don't know something, you can't let your pride and ego get in the way of learning. Because every day is going to be a learning experience.
Yeah.
Like even just from a simple podcast interview, just from right here, I
Mhm.
learned a lot about you in about a span of 20 minutes.
Yes, for
So
sure
it's
though.
like things that like yeah, it's a cool to know things. It's cool to have confidence in yourself and knowledge. But if there's something like you generally don't know, it's okay to learn.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not you're not gonna make you no less smarter when
Mhm.
you add on new information.
I like
So
that.
yeah, that's kind of I do like that one about your culture. Egos and feel like you just know everything. Okay, yeah,
Mhm.
I like that one. What do you wish more people understood about your culture?
I would say it's a really nice and niche questions because Vietnam has become more and more popular in the worldwide. So I would
Hmm.
say a thing that I would love to people know more is just our um, tradition. I would say that because we have a
Tradition.
lot of good traditions, such as celebrating a lot of like festive.
Okay.
Yeah, we have way more festive. The one that you haven't heard about, and I feel like that's such a big thing in my childhood. That every season of the year we always celebrate it. We all have like good times,
Okay. Okay.
stuff like that.
What's your favorite festivity that you did?
I would say I did mention once, which is called Lunar New Year.
Yeah, I remember
This is
that. Yeah.
where a lot of people come around, a lot of people, family members coming around.
Hmm.
We just spend a lot of time together. We have a tradition called Lucky Money.
Lucky money.
Yes, let
What's
me. You would probably love this. So if you were like a children and if you don't have a job yet,
uh-huh.
so your family member, like the older one,
Hmm.
will give you lucky money. It's like a red envelope and it has money inside.
Ah.
It can ranges from any amount of money, depends on like the giver.
Yeah.
And when you receive it, you wish them good luck, you wish them health, you wish them like good things,
Oh,
in
okay.
return.
I wish I had that in America.
I know.
I would love to. I would love to have an envelope full of money.
As a kid, I was just praying. Oh, this year,
I get it.
Maybe people give me a lot of money.
Man, I feel you on that,
it's
man.
It's a really good tradition. I love it.
I'll be praying for money like that right now. So what is So I remember you said that the cost of living is cheaper out there than here. How cheap would you say?
I would say I have this reference for you. So in the state, especially in Arizona, the minimum wage is $14.70 to work for 1 hour. In Vietnam, where I come from, which is considered like a bigger city already, the minimum wage there is 75 cents an hour. I know it's a big difference because $1, $1 converted to 27,000 Vietnam dong. So that 1 to 27,000.
So wait, $1 is 27,000 in Vietnam dong. Man, I'm moving to Vietnam, man. Know. Screw that. And I'm moving to Vietnam.
But the thing is, when you work for 1 hour here with $14, you can get yourself a meal.
Right.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
In Vietnam, you need to work 2 hours. So like you need to earn about $1.50 to $2 to get like a decent meal.
That's crazy.
But like to compare, when you take that $14 and you come to Vietnam, you can get yourself 7 meals already.
Right. So in concern, so what about like, housing wise? So let's say, how much would it be for like a 2-bedroom in Vietnam? 2-bedroom, 2-bath, standardized.
Would you say like an apartment or like a house?
Like a house.
A house? Housing is a different story. It depends on where you want a house. For example, where I come from, a city is not that big. My city is not that big. It's like smaller than Arizona, but we have 19 million people there.
That's a lot of people.
So houses is so expensive there. It's like New York of Vietnam.
Okay.
So it can range from $1 million and more. Ooh. But like when you go to a countryside where there's nothing, a house would cost you like 50 grand.
Okay.
So
not bad.
Not bad at all.
Okay. And then last topic out here before you wrap this up. What advice would you give someone who wants to ensure they develop a healthy relationship with those from your culture?
I would say be straight up. Don't, do sussy business with her. Don't be, account. I don't know what's the exact word for it, but like our culture, we tend to give out a lot. Like I want to give you like a meal. I want to give you like a present for no reason.
Like a gift?
Like a gift for like no reason.
Okay.
So when come to returns, don't be pity with us, That's what I'm saying, because we have been so generous with you.
Yeah.
So we don't like people that just like being calculated in their head, like, hey, he gave me this now,
I feel obligated to give.
Obligated to back.
It's kind of like one of those things. A nice gesture is a nice gesture. I'm not asking nothing out of you. It's just, I'm just that type of person.
I would say just be genuine,
Okay.
Everything's come from the bottom of your heart. You do it because you want it, not because like he gave me this, so I want to give him back. Like I have to give him back because I own him, kind of like that.
Right. Okay.
Something like that.
Cool, man. That's really useful information.
For sure, though. I liked it. It was a good talk with you, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Hey, appreciate you guys for tuning in on the Grimcast podcast. Tune in next time.
For sure, bro. That was awesome, Antonio. I like that.
Appreciate it, man.